Hey guys, it's Mike with another GoG Guardians free-to-play video. I can't believe we are on day 28, 4 full weeks. We've been playing this free-to-play account. I'm glad I was talked in to keep going because I was going to stop at 10 days, and I think it's been a lot of fun and a pretty good adventure, and hopefully there's been some learning along the way. I've actually learned playing it, so it's been a benefit for me at least. So we're going to go ahead and claim our third Tala. On the main account today, I did see that they changed the 7-day reward to Oxalis. So I don't know if that's because I just capped over 2 months in the game on my main account, or tomorrow when we log in, if the new champion is going to be Oxalis for me. I already have 2 of them, but I'd rather get multiple Oxalises than multiple Talas. I think we've got 17 of her by now. So it's a little less exciting, a little less to look forward to after 7 days. We'll grab that summon stone there. So we're going to jump into the account here. We're going to go through our crafting energy. We're working on that tier 5 gear. We've got a lot of work ahead of us. We just got started. I think we've got 1 or 2 pieces. So we're basically going to outfit the entire team. We're going to go through and we're going to sweep all the adventure energies. We do have that new challenge 3 that we just finished, so we'll sweep that dungeon as well, get those extra rewards we weren't getting yesterday. We'll jump into the guild and get this dialed in here so we can donate our 100 rubies before we spend them, because I'll probably spend them. And then we'll get into the quests. And for me, I just been going to auto dispatch and then just making sure that all 5 were taken care of. So it's nice and easy every day, but you do get a lot of these rewards and you can convert these into summoning stones. So I mean, that's not a bad way to go, and it's not that much work. You just got to remember to log in more than once a day. So we got to come back in 4 hours and claim these prior to the reset. Otherwise, I think they just get swept. So we don't want that. But outside of that, that's going good on the guild front. And then let's see here. Let's jump in the shop. I know I always neglect showing you what I actually get in the shop, but on a daily basis, obviously, we're going to come in here and grab our free summoning stone and then our free chest. And then once a week, we get a weekly chest for free as well. So that's not coming up for 2 days. Then I come over to the stores. I haven't had a bunch of rubies, so typically I do buy these. I have the rubies, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. They are a better deal in here than buying them through the summoning. Like, you'd get 3 because they're about 300 rubies a piece versus 5. So you're basically getting 2 free when you buy them in here. And usually I have more than enough rubies to move on, although the last couple days have been a little tight. But with the new event coming in, I think I've gotten a pretty good chunk of rubies. They did recently update the Rush store. You can get yourself a Thorit, a Fievel, another Tala. If you don't have enough, you can just pick her up and try to fill your whole account with Talas. In the general offers over here, you can buy Rush tickets. I'm not entirely sure why you would. In 10 hours, this is where I spend all of my Rush tokens right here, is buying the Soul Stones and Enlightening Champions. On the Arena store, I do buy all the gold because I'm always running out of gold, and the Arena tokens tend to stack up on me if I don't. And then I also buy these power-up stones for gear, and that way I can just keep moving my gear forward. So in this game, every opportunity you have to get these stones makes a lot of sense because it's something that's going to be on your account forever, and you can move it from piece of gear to piece of gear if you're salvaging the gear. If you start to get to max level gear and then you want to move it around, it doesn't really let you do that. But if you have a bad piece of gear, like a 10% stat gear, and you replace it with a 15% and just want to move stuff over, then you would be able to salvage that piece and get all those resources out of it. So I think that these guys here are definitely worth the while, especially for the Arena tokens, because there's not really a lot of other things to purchase in there. For the guild tokens, I exclusively buy these guys right here. So just picking up 2 for 400, or what do we got, 2? Yeah, so we're going to get, I can't do math right now. We did 5. Oh, we only did 3, so we could do up to 5 of them, but we did times 2 and we got 3. That's 6 for those of you that do math. I did run out of guild tokens, but that is one of the things where if you come in every day and you do those guild quests, these tokens will stack up on you pretty quick and you can get a few extra summoning stones. Inside here, I don't really find a lot of value with any of these other options personally, but if I'm wrong, please let me know. And then the Endless Store has a lot of great things in there. I've been trying to save up and get into the gear sets. We do have a few days left on this epic gear. I have purchased 4 of Drizda's crossbow, and I have not gotten a single one with attack as a main stat, and I haven't gotten a single one that has the crit rate as the substat. So it's been very unfortunate, but maybe I should be able to buy this last one, and maybe it'll have both. Like, maybe it'll just make it right somehow. So it should come back if it falls off this cycle. I'm sure they'll be rolling through them periodically and giving people the opportunity to pick up different things as they acquire champions. Same thing on the legendary front. I have not been able to save enough to get Grizel's amulet to do that winning combination for arena, where she's adding a bunch of attack power to the high combat power, and then you put your Drizda in there with her crit rate and added attack, and she just starts destroying people. For gameplay, it doesn't necessarily make sense for Grizel to follow her around, because every time she does her ultimate ability, she's not doing her linear fire, but specifically in arena, that does work out really well. In the items here, I always pick up these scrolls. On the weekly basis, they update these scrolls here, so I pick those up because these, like I said, are like a currency in the game. Every time you acquire 20 scrolls, that's that much more experience you can put on your champions. If I do have pieces to upgrade, I will pick these up. Right now, I am trying to save up for Drizda's crossbow, so I'm probably not going to pick these up right now until I get to the crossbow and see if I can get lucky and and get the stats that I'm looking for. So that's what I do in the shop, and every day just kind of poke in there and just see what's going on, if there's anything of value, and then kind of move on. So from there, we're going to go ahead and start crafting a bunch. Well, we're probably only going to get 2 pieces of tier 5 gear, but we need a bunch of it. So we're basically going to make whatever we can. And then we'll get that on our characters. Let's see where we're at here. So we probably make a chest plate here, and then work on probably boots on the intelligence gear there. Well, we could do a chest plate there too. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I'm feeling like. And then we'll get into adventure mode, sweeping those dungeons, and then we'll get all that outfitted on our champions before we jump into endless. All right, I wanted to bring you back in here. So we did go through our crafting energy. We got a little bit left, but we were able to craft quite a few pieces. So I kind of switched gears, and I thought, you know what? Instead of making 3 pieces all to make 1 legendary, I'm going to go ahead and start with epic and get my entire team outfitted with epic gear, and then slowly walk on the legendary piece by piece. Ironically, as soon as I made that decision, I pulled a hat immediately legendary, I pulled a weapon immediately legendary, and I pulled a helmet immediately legendary. But I did fuse the 2. I made 1 more epic chest and then fused that into there before I made that decision. But I'm going to give that a shot and just see if that works better. I honestly have never tried it, so it's just kind of one of those, like, I just want it to be done, and so I'll make a legendary piece and then I'll have it. But I think that this probably would work a little better. So we're going to give that a shot. I'll keep you updated on whether or not it works or not. But we're going to start putting those pieces on our champions. Alright, so I figure I'll bring you back in. I feel like we made a lot of gains today. So we got Tushgrog up to 122 because we got Flicks up to 110. So we're going to start moving Tushgrog up to 130. And make sure he stays in the front so Grizel keeps following him. So we have that going on. On the gear front, we got a piece of tier 5 gear on him. He already had the boots ready to go. That doesn't match him, but we did get it up to level 6. And it does have some crit rating on it and armor penetration. So because he does a lot of damage for us, I think that's going to be a good fit for him. With Palmera here, we did get the T5 chest plate on her. Stepped up her HP, I want to say, by about 40,000. So that was a good win on that one. And then we didn't get any gear for Drizda because the bags didn't get hot. I just separated it out enough. They didn't need to cool down. We did get a new weapon on Palmera here, as well as a new hat. So she's dialed in with a little bit of crit rating there. So when she goes and does her ability, that she will be hopefully hitting pretty hard with that. And then we got Flicks outfitted with a HP chest plate, but up to 100,000, and then also HP boots. So I think we stepped up her total HP by 50-ish thousand. I think she was right around 300,000. So we did quite a bit there, which will help her heals, so her heals will be substantial. We also went into all the skills and made sure that we bought all the skills back from the building blocks event. We apparently ran out of gold somewhere along the way. So we had a skill on Griselda buy and then 2 on Tuskrog. So that's why we were struggling yesterday in endless mode. So that should be pretty good. But I am pretty excited about the epic gear on here. I think it definitely went a lot further, and I think it made kind of a more a bigger splash on the account, and maybe it will push us forward into some of those areas that we were struggling before. So we're going to jump into endless mode, take that on. We are going to use 2 tickets at a time because they allow us to do it. And we're fighting on expert. I think we opened up master, but expert was kind of kicking our butt yesterday. So we're gonna stay there until we're getting into the low to mid 30s, and then we'll move on. We weren't even able to get to room 23. So hopefully today with those skills bot and the new gear, we have a chance. But we'll get that underway, and I'll bring you back in at the end. All right. So we did get all the way to room 22. We died in room 23 and it was close. So I think when we do it again, hopefully we can beat room 23 and get that chest. That's not what I wanted. Continue right there. So we're going to go ahead and grab these rewards, put them on our characters, and then run it back, hopefully on a few more levels higher, and see if we can just make enough difference. I did get really unfortunate in the very beginning. I got exhaustion, inhibition, or barren. And so I hadn't had a chance to accumulate any dungeon tokens, so I had to take one of them. So I took Baron, but unfortunately I didn't accrue any dungeon tokens. So I was forging for dungeon tokens in every camp, trying to avoid when they give me the 3 bad ones. So that kind of ruined me a little bit right out of the gate, but we still made it to level 22, so I'm pretty pleased. Or we made it to level 23. We didn't beat it though, so I'm pretty pleased with that. But we'll run it back and see if we can do a little better. All right, so we did make it through room 23 onto room 25 here, the camp, and we do not have rest in this entire time. So we can research, we can forge for coins, or we can. I inspired last time, but rest was would have been nice. We could have used some extra health along the way. I think I am going to research because I don't think we have enough coins to even get us close to being able to skip the next one anyway. I did take exhaustion in room 23 because it was that the reflection of damage, or it was going to be the crit rate strike. And exhaustion doesn't affect you in that room because basically it resets your energy to 0 at the end of the fight. So I came in, I was like, I really just want to beat room 23. So we went for it, but we are struggling a little bit now. I don't know how much further we're really going to get, but you can see the difference that RNG can make. I mean, from not being able to get through room 23 to now we're on to room 27. So to be fair, I think there was a treasure chest after room 23. That was room 24, and room 25 was the camp. So we only beat 1 additional room so far. But it's just one of those things where you catch the wrong rune or the wrong curse early on, and it can really just bring your entire run short. So I don't expect to get much further than this here. But we'll see how this room goes, and then if we make it through this room, I'll bring you back in when we die. But Palmera's down, so I think we'll probably squeak this one out. But I think the end is near. The end is near. I think we're gonna get through this one. Oh, we better get through this one. How could we be so close? There we go. Get a stun out. There, Tuskrog doing the dirty work. All right. So I think we can assume that we're going to die in the next room here. So we'll hold on to you, let you witness the whole thing. I'll go with that little curse there, just in case Tuskrog's got it in him to get this done. If he started with his AoE, he might, but I doubt it. Strike going up, inhibition, both of those are awful, so we're going to go with strike. And he's coming in with no energy at all. So, and then every time they crit, he loses 200 energy. So he's pretty much never going to get to his ability at all. But he got us through the last room, so we got to give him that. So endless run, we got to room 28. Died in room 28. So 57,000 points. I know at the end of the last one, we were actually in first place. So I do want to jump into leaderboards and see if anybody overtook us. Oh yeah, there we go. Killer 1 Spartan. Got us big time. got us big time, but we're actually pretty comfortably in second spot here. So we might be at the top of this leaderboard come the end of the 4 days. So that'll be kind of fun to see how that plays out and whether or not we get. I think the GoG tokens are out this time, but they mentioned that they would actually be giving ascension seals directly. So I have not seen a leaderboard payout situation for this. To be fair, I haven't really looked. But potentially we get some more ascension seals. But either way, I hope to be in the top 10 at least. I mean, I feel like we're making a really good run at this. So we'll keep on keeping on. I'm going to jump in here, grab these rewards, and then we'll press on in adventure mode and see where we can make some progress. So with the rewards from the Endless, we actually got Touch Drug almost to level 130. So we've been just kind of putting those extra scrolls on them as we've gotten them. I don't think we've done Rush yet either, so we'll jump in here real quick and see if we can get a new high score. Our current high score is 104, so we'll give it a shot, and oh, that seems effective. We'll give it a shot and see how it goes. All right, so we added 80,000 to our high score there, so that's pretty good. It tells me the gear that we added to our champions and so forth made a pretty substantial difference. We're going to run it back one more time, see if we can do even better. But I did want to bring in and show you that we're making progress. All right, 182 was the best we could do, but we are going to jump in here. We wrapped up the third challenge of this battle yesterday, so that was super exciting. But it does open up all of these challenges from here on out are at 105. So we're going to go ahead and give them a shot. Hopefully we can make some progress. All right, we are on to the boss level. We did get the reflection of physical damage, so that could be dangerous for Palmera and Tuskrog, as well as Durizda might kill themselves with that reflection. We did have a pretty fortunate situation in the previous room. There was one enemy left, and I took it off auto so that we wouldn't use our main ability right as Flix put her heal up. So we got the full 6 seconds of heal from Flix, so everybody got topped off right before we came into here. We have Bone Shield. I did save an extra 100 because I knew that I could potentially skip the curse. This one's probably not too bad, but seeing how we're just going to waste those coins anyway, I am going to skip it and just keep that extra 25% shield away, and then we're going to get going and make sure we turn our abilities back on and see how we do. Hopefully stacked up a couple abilities at the same time so we can get through this wave pretty quickly, but mostly it's been fairly comfortable, so I don't expect to have problems with this guy here. So we've made some pretty big gains on the account in the last 2 days. All right, look at all these goodies we're getting here. All right, perfect. Get some more gold. We always need gold. Always need gold. I do have upgrade stones for gear that I just can't afford to put on the gear right now, so that's unfortunate. We're going to go back into Deadlands. We're going to see, because now we did challenge 2. We can sweep that now, but challenge 3 is recommended power 110. But if we got 1.5 here, we should be able to knock this challenge out as well. So I'll bring you back in when we're on the last room here. All right, we're rolling into that last room. We did pick up the invincibility for 5 seconds and a 20% heal when they fall below 50%. So we're going to have to make it through that. That'll be pretty challenging. But so far, we've been walking through these rooms. So maybe we have enough to get through that, but 5 seconds is just so long, especially with this guy right here and his ability to heal. It's almost like we're going to have to clear this wave twice by the time his healing comes in and everything else. So hopefully we can get a couple big hits. So like right there, Palmera dropped that guy and killed him before he got invincible because she killed him from more than half of his health. Flix is down, so that could be a problem. Tuskrog, let's get some stuns out there. That's nice. That's good. Let's see here. Durizda's getting hurt here, but the guy ran away from her. That's kind of funny. I think we've got it. I think we've got it. So we've got, yeah, we're going to do it. So that guy does do a lot of healing right now. He's immune. I guess we just got him below 50%. So it took a little bit there, but we did get him. So that's 2 challenges that we've made it through. None of the challenge 3s, but we got through a challenge 2 and a challenge 1, so that's exciting. So challenge 3 here is looking like 110. Challenge 2 here is at 110. And let's see, we're on challenge 1 is at 110. So I think we're going to sit tight on 110, take the 2 wins we got today with the 105s. And I think we're going to move on and see if we can press forward in adventure mode and take on this first battle at 106 in Warden's Way. All right, we are moving into the boss fight. We are fortunate enough to have no curses on there, so that's pretty good. We've been doing okay. We have gotten pretty sketchy a couple times, but we have made it through. So we are on the 10th and final battle here. We should have a couple abilities stacked up, so hopefully we can get that underway pretty quickly, get the stuns out. That's always a big one. When Tuskarok starts with those stuns, it really starts the entire battle on the right foot, and then followed with Palmera. She does a lot of damage, especially when she's facing the right way and hits everybody. We did lose her, but I do think that we have enough to get through here. Hopefully. Now, oh no, Tuskarok's down. So we've got Darizda's going to get it done. I was going to say, she's got to hit him hard enough. So that was pretty close, but we did make some progress there as well. So that's 3 different levels that we made progress on today. So that is pretty exciting. Sometimes it's like that. You just end up getting a lot of resources through different events or from the endless cycle switching over, and a lot of things come in. Got that tier 5 gear. So that was a big win. But I think that's about what we got on the free-to-play today. I appreciate you guys spending some time with me. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do so. It means the world to me. And we're creeping up on those 500 subscribers and can't wait to give away that NFT character when we do. So I will see you guys next time.